It is 9 minutes past the hour of 10 on FLO 94.9 FM, the FLO of Gatson State. It is time for Dr. UZOR KALU Speaks here on FLO 94.9 FM. Don't forget that this broadcast is live on ABN Online Radio and Television. Vision Africa 104.1 FM here in Umuahia, and of course, FLO 94.9 FM, Umuahia. The Southeast Media aide to Dr. UZOR KALU is well seated here. Honorable Maduko Koro. Honorable, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, good people of Abia State, Gatson State.
And I also have here, making a debut on the program, Chief Agu Ojukwu is an erstwhile Chief Economic Advisor to Abia State Government. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, and good morning, good people of Abia State.
Tell us why you decided not to go with a former Chief Economic Advisor. You prefer the erstwhile.
Well, you know, something must mark you out from others.
Okay.
So former is a common language. Erstwhile is a superior English.
All right. Welcome, sir. Now, Honorable, let me start with you. But don't forget, I am Ginika Olwa. I've reported for duty as always. Now, Honorable, let me start with you.
Yes.
Give us updates as regards to those projects in Abia North Senatorial Zone. I remember that your principal said that there are so many ongoing projects in Abia North. So many. So just bring us up to speed.
Well,
That's
first
what
of all,
is
we thank God Almighty for Senator ORJI UZOR KALU, the distinguished senator representing the good people of Abia North. Last time when I was here in this studio with Dr. Madukwe E. Ukebu, he dressed it very well. And because we have turned Abia North to construction site. But today I'm giving updates because the one we are doing right now is the Ohafia route. We are tackling Ishugu and Abia. The drainage, we have gone over 1,800 meters in the whole, covering and still in progress as I'm talking to you. At Ishugu Ohafia. This was given to me by Engineer Obong Ekpo, who is in charge of that place. You know, we have to do the drainage system first before we hit on that road. And the Ohafia people, the Ishugu people are happy. And then we have one that we call Abia to Akamu Road. We have it right there. And the drainage construction is also in progress. We have passed 50% in that construction of that phase 1 of the 2-kilometer road project that we have there. And this one, the contractors are at it. Then you have Asaga Okon Ohafia road rehabilitation is in progress. As I'm talking to you, we are clearing, we are grading, and we're also doing the earthwork right now. They started yesterday with that. The contractor is Cavernous County Limited. They are working on it. And like I told you, all these things are going on in Ohafia. We have a whole lot of things happening. The people of Itumbuzo are waiting earnestly for us. We are going to hit Itumbuzo, bend the road to Itumbuzo, the 8-kilometer road. We're going to hit it. And then we're doing palliative measure right now. We have done it in Item. There was a save our soul request to this distinguished senator, and we are doing it right now. So we are turning Abia North to construction site. And like I said before, a lot of folks that want to move to Abia North, please have patience, because I know the people in Abia Central and Abia South, they are yearning to move to Abia North. But we are going to change the narrative of Abia North, and Abia North is going to be the El Dorado of Abia State, which is Gatson State. And the distinguished senator is happy, he's elected. That's why people are happy, crying that they have seen ORJI UZOR KALU live. You know, it's not movie. ORJI is not movie. It's life. It's there. So people are happy. We are going to hit the construction site to every nook and cranny of Abia North.
Okay, still talking about the SOS sent by so many people. You know, on this program, you recall that many people have been saying that their routes are bad, especially from Abia North. Yes. I don't know if you've received the former complaints as regards to that.
Yes, we are receiving complaints from people. You know, for many years, Abia North has been neglected. And for the first time, you have a senator, a speaking senator, an agile senator, not a sleeping senator, not a frying pan senator. We're having a man who understands his boots. He's a man who understands his crews. And this is what we are doing, and this is what people are hearing. So all I'm asking people to do, bring your SOS to me, because the legislative aids are there. I'm going to turn over to Barrister Mbila Ayimbila and Barrister Victor Etie, the two professional aides. They are lawyers, professional aides to Dr. ORJI UZOR KALU, the district senator. We are working in synergy. Bring your complaints to me, and I will turn it over to the district senator. Every complaint, we are going to deal with it. Every complaint. We are making sure that Abia North becomes the zone to be cherished. You know, we are touching even your own place. We are touching the school. I know you have not been to Acha. What we have done to Acha people, they are dancing every day. Nobody has ever remembered Abia North. This is the time. And ORJI UZOR KALU, when he was the governor, you know, he was aptly tagged the action governor. Today, as a senator, when he came out, he said, I'm going to continue my work as I did when I was governor. Now, I'm going to do like what they call the action senator, and everybody love him. There are many people that haven't seen ORJI UZOR KALU before. Today they are happy, and OUK is the man. Like I told you before in this program, we are not talking about party again. No longer political parties. We are talking about projects that are tangible, projects that to touch the lives of the people. And ORJI UZOR KALU, the district senator, has changed the narrative. You know, we're not talking about any other party, because the only party we have in Abia State today is ORJI UZOR KALU. That's it. There's no other party.
And I ask again if it has been registered.
No, we'll register it. We'll register with God, not with man. We'll register with God.
Okay, now to you, Chief Ojukwu, you are a consultant.
Yes.
In what area now?
I'm a strategic management consultant.
Okay.
Organization development consultant, and as such a change agent.
All right.
So when you hear change agent, it's people like us.
So why are you now partnering with Dr. ORJI UZOR KALU, the senator?
The reason I'm partnering with Dr. ORJI UZOR KALU is because I discovered that ORJI has politically is the heavyweight in politics in Abia State. And there is no Igbo man that has as much friends and reach like ORJI UZOR KALU. If you move with him, you will see the caliber of people he knows. And remember, Senate is a place of influence. And what we now did with him is that we said, sir, bring your political power. Let us bring our own intellectualism and back you up. So it's a teamwork now. And if you watch, you will see how much the man has matured in politics. He's maturing every day. So anybody who thought you know ORJI before doesn't know the new ORJI now. The new ORJI now is capable of being president with all the arsenal necessary for it.
Okay, as an erstwhile chief economic advisor, now I want us to look at the issue of the economic benefit. I remember sometime last year, Honorable, when you were making the announcement that people should come forward to take the Tanera palm seedling. Oh, yes. I want to know, Chief Ojukwu, what do you think will be the economic benefit of that palm seedling, say in 3 or 4 years' time?
Okay, incidentally, I'm the chairman of the largest private oil palm company in Abia State, if not the whole Southeast.
Okay.
And it was me that brought the first proposal to Obasanjo to start diversifying the economy using the oil palm. But nothing happened much then. We did it second time during Jonathan's period, nothing happened. But when we came to this APC government of Muhammad Buhari, with ORJI UZOR KALU doing all the background work for us, Mr. President banned the importation of palm oil into Nigeria since August of last year.
Okay.
And also released equivalent of $500 million to this governor of Central Bank for disbursement and as on lending to investors in the oil palm industry. This has never happened before. And if not for behind the scene work of people like distinguished Senator Dr. ORJI UZOR KALU, these things would not have happened. Now, every part of the country is planting palm trees. I challenge you, go to Nasarawa State and Taraba State. Nasarawa State is planting more palm trees than any other state in the country. It's something that didn't happen before, but now see what's going on. So coming back to your question directly, when people talk Tanera, it seems to be something new. It's not something new. In those days, when our fathers partnered with former Premier of Eastern Region, Michael Okpara, my father was one of your right-hand men, Chief Senator Simeon Ojukwu, late Senator Simeon Ojukwu. My father planted plantations in those days based on Okpara's policies. Now, this Tanera people talk about is actually the agricultural breed of oil palm. It's not as if it's something new. It's been there. But what happens is that every time there's an improvement on it, the name remains, but a little improvement. Maybe the farming practices and so on, the techniques improve and gives you better returns and results. If Nigeria can cut down old palm trees, but before you cut down old palm trees, oh, please, I want every Nigerian to understand this. You don't remove what is existing as you want to introduce something new. First, plant up vacant spaces with the new palm trees before you cut down on old ones. Otherwise, there will be scarcity. Now, when you plant these new palm trees, in the next few years, Nigeria will start exporting palm oil, because the deficit between what we produce in the country and what PZ International, many people do not know that even Liverpool PZ industry in Aba and Liverpool, what they consume in palm oil is probably greater than the whole local production.
So, but as it stands now, do you think we are doing enough to encourage people to go into palm planting and all that?
Unfortunately, the state governments are not doing enough, because agriculture is a very, very difficult venture. In those days that when our parents did it, most of the things they got was given to them as a government service. They didn't do everything 100% with their money. The premier then, Okpara, he used to go out personally to deliver his vision. He will come personally to your plantation to support you, and he makes sure that you get all the necessary inputs as a government service. But these days, people just tell people, go and do agriculture. You should go and do agriculture. No youth will go and do agriculture because it's difficult. The foundation for them to do agriculture is not there.
So what do we do? What should be done?
The way forward is that, number one, you must remember that every country is in competition with other countries. And for you to do anything tangible and significant, you must do it on a commercial and industrial level. When we talk about industrial level does not mean that you must own a very, very big giant factory. It simply means that whatever you do must be done at the level that allows you to recover all the potentials of your crop. This palm fruit you see, people like us in our own factory, when we finish, because we have industrial system, when we finish producing, as we produce our palm oil, we use the waste materials coming out of our production to produce electricity in our factory. We have never used power from the national grid. We have never used generator.
Is that what you do now?
That's what I do now. I built my factory in 1991, not the one my father built, my own. 1991, and it's been running till today without generator and without power from the national grid. I generate my own electricity. And the new plant that I'm going to do now, courtesy of the support I got from Chief ORJI KALU, is going to generate excess 600 kV electricity, which I'll give to my community. And this is the easiest way to electrify rural communities, because I have a personal program to build one factory, 3 factories this year. This year we are entering now, the new year, in the 3 senatorial zones of the country, of the state. And in each place where we build it, the community will benefit 600 kV electricity. If other people join to do a similar thing like this, before you know it, rural areas will be electrified using oil palm.
Okay, very, very interesting, Honorable. Now, Honorable, let me come to you. I remember the last time we spoke, you promised that the senator will go from ward to ward to meet his constituents. Yes. Have that started?
Yeah, of course, we have started that. The first one we did was, though it was a housewarming by our very good friend, the boy is good and the girl is better, his wife. They welcome His Excellency, the distinguished senator, went to Uweke in Alai, and then we interacted with his people. Then we left from there, we went to Mpa. Mpa is in Umimeni. We went there. We are moving also gradually, because of this COVID pandemic. We are restricting our movements because people are surging to meet ORJI KALU. That is the problem that we are having. A lot of people, I don't compare him to Jesus Christ, but I know that ORJI is a great man, because everywhere he goes, the people want to see him. They want to touch his clothes. So that's why we are avoiding, because of this pandemic. We are restricting our movement. We are hitting Arochukwu local government. They say there is no way you get to Arochukwu by easy means. But ORJI KALU is making it easy now. Arochukwu, I'm sorry, Okuibo. As for those ga game with Aro, but I mele, I know Saro was a Mbana no Aro, Ozano, Una Marela, Arochukwu by Shen Kingdom. Emeka to Arochukwu Gineka. What we are doing when we do it, you drive to Arochukwu, say them where. So we are going to Arochukwu. Then after that, we are going to hit the city of Ndibo. That is Aba. Enyimba City.
When?
I will let you know. I will let you know. I will announce it. Press release. I will let you know. Okosisi ndi Iboje Mono is going to hit Aba. The Enyimba City. The Enyimba City. This is a man that God has blessed, and people are happy. Every day, people are happy. We're yearning for ORJI UZOR KALU. So we are touring our watch. ORJI, it's not restricted to particular people. ORJI is all rounder. So I know Abia North has a blessing. Having somebody like ORJI UZOR KALU. Abia South, you get somebody. ORJI will represent. Abia Central, ORJI will represent. Aina Abia Hibunu. So what word Abokobage Abia North to Guinea? What word about the whole Abia State? ORJI is a senator, not a senator of APC, not a senator of any party.
Is it a kind of thank you visit for showing their solidarity?
Yes, and then meet the people. People want to see him. People want to see him. It has never happened like that. After the demise of Ikem Banewi, ORJI is the man, and that is what we are doing. Well, in Igbo are blessed with people like Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Dimo Dimegu Ojuku, and now ORJI UZOR KALU, OUK as people know him, the man who started the philosophy of OUKism. We are going to meet people. Now, so people should relax. We are coming.
Okay. Now to the NDDC contract.
Yes.
These probe and all that.
Yes, yes.
The former senator, now the minister for Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Godswill Akpabio, has linked your principal, Dr. ORJI UZOR KALU, to that one of those that benefited from the NDDC contract. What's the true position of things? Because I know that he said
I think that is it Akpabio? But whatever his name is,
that's not.
But what we are saying is that he is not in tandem with facts. He is trying to get soft landing, and I want to let people know, Nigerians know, that the NDDC project, which were attracted by ORJI UZOR KALU before he became a senator, they have never been paid. The contractors have never been paid. It was ORJI UZOR KALU who used his own money. The facts are there. Akpabio calling people, why couldn't Godswill Akpabio bond Kenano? Okporo soft landing, where is Uduahan? Where is Ibori? Under Okporo, in ORJI UZOR KALU, Akpabio, and ORJI UZOR KALU, Okpabio Lanke. It's only he also had contract, but you see, we're not dealing with that. The facts are there. ORJI UZOR KALU, by his benevolence, did all those palliative measures, attracting NDDC project into Abia North before he became a senator. Use his money to pay. They never paid the contractors. The facts are there. So when the man is talking, I know behind the scene, he's going to call ORJI UZOR KALU and apologize. Akpabio, that's how he does. Because when he faced the press, when he faced the National Assembly, he ran away. They said, bring the facts, bring the names. He started dilly-dallying. And you have to also understand that this is not why we want NDDC. Why we're saying, what did you do with the money? Money, billions of naira that have been spent through NDDC. Akpabio has not been able to pabiole. What he be doing is trying to run away from fact. When you want to become a good leader, you have to have your vision packed. But he never had vision. That's why when he went there, kata started. And then talking about a woman slapping a man, something, that was so childish. So what Nigeria want to know is the billions of naira, and you people use even palliative. So you have not been able to account for it.
What you're saying is that your principal.
Excuse me, sir. Everybody wants to make a name for himself by using ORJI UZOR KALU.
So you are saying that your principal never received any money from NDDC based on that contract?
No, that question is wrong. You're not receiving. ORJI does not receive money. ORJI is not a receptor of money. It's wrong. You would have asked me if they have not paid the contractors. That's what I expected. Not to say ORJI receive money.
So what's the true situation?
Receive money? I have so said it. I probably in my English I'm so eligible. Odi ego ego akosiriji akwu nde contractors ORJI UZOR KALU mere pobasare men attract into Abia North. They have not been paid. ORJI jokpo ya meya odola ganya libo.
They are Acha Road. So he used this money to do that Acha Road.
Acha Road is finished.
Yes, and it was an NDDC project.
Of course, he ran this project, but Acha Road taken care of. All those things are taken care of. What did he name? Did he name Acha Road?
No, don't forget that most of these contracts were done before he got into
the senator. So he wasn't. The man is confused. So Ginika, I want to explain it to the people, because the way you ask the question, are you saying that ORJI did not receive? ORJI never received kobo, and ORJI does not receive money. He doesn't work in the bank. ORJI is a trader.
The show is still Dr. ORJI UZOR KALU Speaks here on FLO 94.9 FM. Don't forget that this broadcast is live on ABN Online Radio and Television and Vision Africa 104.1 FM in Umuahia. We'll take a breather. When we come back, the show continues. Stay with us.
At FLO 94.9 FM, we've got conducive and well-secured environment for business. High-tech video studio, a state-of-the-art production studio. You can also listen live on www.flow949fm.com and watch our videos on YouTube at FLO FM TV. FLO 94.9 FM, not just radio, but a complete broadcasting house.
Right, welcome back. It's still Dr. ORJI KALU speaks here on FLO 94.9 FM and the ABN Online Radio and Television, as well as Vision Africa Radio 104.1 FM here in Umuahe. My name is Ginika Olwa. Welcome back to the show, Honorable. Welcome back. And Chief Ojukwu, you're also welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now to you, Chief. I understand that OUK, Senator Dr. ORJI KALU, is actually building a large farm settlement at Ugweke. You know, we are looking at the benefit of such projects, especially for the people of that area, Ugweke and probably Abia North. So what do you think should be the economic benefit of that large farm settlement?
Thank you for that question. I want you to cast your mind back. Before the Nigerian Civil War, any Igbo man that was a rich man, that was regarded as a rich man, was a produce dealer. They all traded on palm business, either palm kernel, palm oil, or farming or whatever, or transportation. All of them were all related to the oil palm. Even the building of Golden Guinea in those days, ceramics, presidential hotel, all the funds that the Eastern Nigeria Development Corporation people used to build all these projects, including Trans-Amadi Industrial Estate and so on, were done from proceeds that Eastern government earned from export of palm oil. So you can see it's the foundation and traditional business of Ndibo. Now it has become the traditional business of the whole of Nigeria. So what OUK has done is to go back to the basics. Because in those days, communities sold their palm trees. They leased their palm trees out to send people on scholarship to go overseas and study medicine, law, all those fancy subjects in those days, or courses in those days. And then the people come back and then give scholarship to others. So what ORJI has now done is that he has gone back to what built Eastern Nigeria, what built the Igbos. Ikemba whose father was the richest Igbo man in those days, produce dealer, transporter of produce, and so on. So, and this farm settlement is doing, it's just replicating what M. Ayokbara did. Before the war, Dr. M. Ayokbara built farm settlements. If you go to London North and South in Umuahia area here, you will see the farm settlements. The concept of the farm settlement is that they build palm trees, they plant palm trees, build settlements, people live there, work on the farm, earn from the farm, feed from the farm, train their children on the farm, do everything they want to do as a community, deriving their strength, their wealth and everything from the plantation. So that's what OUK is replicating. That farm settlement, we mean that the people who work there will come and live inside the or very close to the farm. And when they live there, they will not spend money going to work. They will not spend money returning from work. That is already saving some money in their pocket. And they will now be working on a commodity whose price is rising every day in the international market, provided you produce at international quality level. Because that's what Nigeria must eventually do. Ensure that we produce our qualities that we compete with the quality made in Malaysia and Indonesia. So that the industries in Nigeria will be very happy to use them. Because one of the reasons they like to import is because of the poor quality of the oil. So, but if we raise it, another thing people do not know, which is the reason OUK or Distinguished Senator ORJI KALU is fighting for the oil palm industry to stand, is that 69% of the products sold in any supermarket are based on palm oil. It will surprise you to know that the lipsticks women put on their lips is made from palm oil.
Really?
Oh, yes. Your chocolate is made from palm oil. Your hair cream is made from palm oil. Any place you see glycerin, even this air conditioner that is chilling us in this room now, the chemical that they use or the oil that they use as lubricant in that engine. Remember, An air conditioning system is a cooling system. So if you use any oil that can congeal once it gets cool, the engine will stop. But the only chemical that does not freeze is glycerin, and is made from palm oil. So you can see the power of this palm oil we are talking about. If Nigeria can tackle palm oil, go to the downstream products of palm oil, or the oil like glycerin from the palm oil, 1 drum of it might be 500,000 naira. Just 1 drum of it. So you can imagine that. And in any community where you see people doing gari, doing cassava, rice, and so on, you see bags and heaps of gari and everything, rice. But when 1 drum of palm oil is sold, about 60,000 or 70,000 is produced immediately. 1 drum. But you need to sell several bags and bags and bags of rice to meet up that. So that will show you the economic power of the oil palm.
Okay.
It is the foundation raw material. All medical, all medicines, majority of the medicines made, your drug, cough syrup, the base carrying the cough syrup is chemical from, is oil from the palm oil, glycerin. That's what is carrying that. When you eat indomie, or if you open your indomie, you see the color of indomie is yellow. It's coated with palm oil. That is what prevents it from spoiling. When it comes in contact with air, or air enters the package, because of the oil on the coating the indomie, the air cannot penetrate and spoil it.
Okay.
So you can store it for a longer period. So almost everything you see, sometimes what they do, they use technical names. If you look at the contents on a container, you see technical names. Oilen. Oilen is just when you take palm oil and break it down into its basic 2 components, you get oilen and stearin. That stearin is what they use to as baking fat when you make bread or cake. And I want you to remark what I'm going to say now. Any biscuit you see that is dry, that is not looking oily, is because palm oil is not in it.
Really?
And when any biscuit or bread you see that is looking oily, that biscuit or bread will last longer on the shelf, because that stearin, which is made from palm oil, the baking fat that is used to make it,
Preserve
it for a longer period. That is the power of the oil palm. Almost everything you see, your chocolate, they're all made from palm oil.
Okay, it's time for us to open the phone lines. I'll still come back to you, Chief, but let's open the phone lines. Let's have the contributions of our listener. The numbers to call are 080-8182-6949. I repeat, 080-8182-6949 or 0811-605-2949. You can also send your SMS on 090-651-08289. That same number is also for WhatsApp. That is 090-651-08289. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What's your name?
Good morning, Jonathan, my friend.
Yeah, good morning. What's your
morning? Good morning, Honorable Mother.
Good morning.
My name is Josiah, and I call him from the home of Excellency, Ibere, Center of Excellency, Ibere.
Go ahead.
I just want to thank God who gave Ibere a son called ORJI KALU. And I want to thank ORJI KALU for the habitation of Oka Fiaben, the Vitem Road. The road has been a death trap, but now the road has been is motorable now. I just want to let the Abia North or entire Abia know I am also a beneficiary of ORJI KALU palm trees. I have out to 100 stands now that in next years I can be harvesting from it. I just want to thank God because he has been a good man. He has been a man of the people. He has been a man God has been using. Take poverty away from the life of the people.
Thank you, Josiah.
Thank you, people.
All right. Thank you, Josiah. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What's your name?
My name is Engineer Addison Honor.
Go ahead.
My Randewo, Madoka.
God
bless you, Karakala mother. Oh, Chatabulama, Elegine Kajipamia, Homimagatili, only see for sa. I'm very grateful for that. I say, you take ORJI KALU, the contaminant, I can take the Kotaya, Jalanga Jesus.
Amen.
Another thing that by lodges of college, if you are use of light, Mamma now, who system didn't have road at all. You connect to my house. You can't even drive to my house. But now, it's just like I see from in Abuja. It will be well with Joseph. In everything, not just is doing. I am telling him that God is behind him until he will reach where God wants us to reach. I am always behind him. So, Honorable Madoka, I'm telling you, God will bless you. I'm proud that you are my elder and also my blood brother. God will give you more strength.
All right.
To say the
Thank
truth.
All right, thank you. Now, to you, Chief, let me come back to you again. Now, the issue of all these farm produce, yes, we can manufacture, we can produce all of them. But does it worry you that after producing all these things by our farmers, there's no means of moving them to various parts of the country, to make transactions and earn some money? Now, I remember some time ago, the senator actually moved a motion for Eastern Rail Line to be rehabilitated and all that. What do you think should be done in this aspect, especially where the federal government is involved? Our rail line, especially from this part of the country, is in comatose.
That's a very good motion that he moved, because even the first rail line that was built from Port Harcourt going to the north, it was built to carry produce to the seaport so that it can be exported. The reason the railway line went through Aba, Umuahia, and so on is because that was the route for produce movement. Now, and also, if you do not transport your produce in a cheap way, you lose money. One of the reasons that our farmers labor so hard, so far, do all they can do, and still can make good money, living wage, is because of the circumstances surrounding the industry. It's not just enough to plant the best seedlings and then to produce by the best method. You still have to move your goods. Right now, what farmers suffer, which is where one of the things that I will discuss, because I have a strategy meeting with His Excellency Distinguished Senator ORJI KALU. I have a strategy meeting with him this weekend, and that's one of the things we are going to discuss, because he asked us to go back to the investors and find out their problems so that we can take it back to Abuja. Now, when farmers produce their palm oil, they have no means of moving it out. The only means they have in some villages is to hire passenger buses. When they hire passenger buses, the drivers will now remove the seats and carry their palm oil. If you use a passenger bus to carry produce, you will lose money, because cargo should be carried by a means that will make the cost of moving that cargo from place to place 10 times cheaper than carrying passengers. So that when people now use passenger buses to carry their palm oil, they pay passenger price for cargo, which is a big loss. So if a passenger is paying 500 naira, for instance, per seat, the farmer pays 500 naira per seat to carry goods that should have normally cost him maybe 100 naira per seat. You see the difference? I want to use a graphic this thing so you can understand it. Right. So one of the things he plans that we do is to get the Ministry of Rural Development and the Ministry of Agriculture to supply or buy trucks and give to these farmers as produce trucks that will carry their produce for them. When any particular community has market day, the trucks will go to that area and carry their produce for them at farmers' cost, which means 10 times less than what they are charging right now. Because most of the vehicles you see carry construction equipment. Like if you see some tippers, they carry sand and so on. Those are construction materials and so on, and they cost more to carry. Imagine challenging somebody building a federal highway. You know what a federal highway costs. Now you go to take the same truck the man is using to carry his chippings, to carry palm produce. Of course, the driver will not come to work for you. He will first finish transporting the chippings before coming to you, by which time your farm produce would have decayed. That is why we need dedicated vehicles for these people, not the other way around. Carrying their products at farm rate and then dropping the cost for them. That way the farmers will now make additional money. So this rail line you see, like I said, it is the cheapest means of moving produce. And the original one that was built was for produce. In Umuahia, if you go to the goods shed, you will see that the rail line veered off and went into where Abia line is right now. Yes. That's because that was the produce shed. Okay. In those days, the rail lines pursued where palm oil was sold, or where they had what they call the beach. The rail lines pursued them. They go there to pick it up. The producers or the merchants never had to go to the station to load their palm oil. It was taken from them from their goods shed.
Okay, let's go back to the phone line. Hello. Okay, we lost that. Okay, now to the SMS line now. This one said, Maduka, the name of ORJI KALU is among the contractors in the Senate by Akpabio as regards to the 6 routes in Bende. Is he a senator or a contractor? This one is from Alozie Zebiro. Hello, good morning.
That question has been taken.
Good morning.
I need to respond.
Don't worry, you will respond. Okay. Hello, go ahead.
Happy New Month.
Yeah,
Happy New Month.
Happy New Month.
Yeah. Maduka wane munda nyinyen.
Nde oduma.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
If you can remember,
yes,
I said it sometime that body will come back.
Yes, sir.
That was the night one that you be greater than that of Mandela. Can you people remember?
Yes, sir. I hear about it.
I'm so
amen.
Revelations,
amen.
So honorable na board and goblin na board in Namaha. Exactly like this. Stay way. Oh, my formula. How gave but I method in never. Isn't no more. I'm a maybe. I'm not altar.
All right. Thank you. All right, thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. You want to react to that earlier message?
What I'm saying, this program is more on intellectual level program. This is not ASUPEP or this SEMB. What I want to say, the last guy that said it, he's not from Abia. You know, what you call on this program and you attacking ORJI. You have never left Olokoro. The man, I know him very well. And what I'm saying, if you want to attack ORJI positively, that will benefit people. And you're telling me that ORJI KALU's name was one of the names that was read out by Akpabio. And I have responded to that and he's still sending. And I know the same person will call me after the program to ask me for aid.
Okay.
You see, that's what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to say, talk about what you know. Don't talk about what you don't know and what you will never know.
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Yeah, good morning. What's your name?
My name is David Onsepa. I am from Akali.
Go ahead.
My name is okay. Chief.
Yes, sir.
I can't watch the campaign. I don't know if you are my fear. But again, and maybe I have what we are. On our way to see my head. The Patrono Nayoji, God, and Mizira was on my career. I found one for me. Because one more can make we will answer.
Okay. Yes, Anya.
Okay, you want to respond?
Thank you for that. Incidentally, that is my community.
Okay, you are from Etem?
Yeah, I'm from Etem.
Okay.
Yes. And sometime in 2017, distinguished Senator UZOR KALU, then he wasn't in the Senate. Because of his love for oil palm and so on, he brought some Chinese investors and came to my factory just to show the Chinese investors that the things that they wish Nigeria should do, that some people are already doing it. And then he brought them to me to exchange ideas with me and so on. And we did that. And there's something I want people to notice about UZOR KALU. Every other politician in Nigeria travels in a lonely way. That lonely way, the lonely way I'm talking about is when they are campaigning, they sit in their jeep alone, and that is lonely. That means you don't discuss with anybody. UZOR KALU travels in a bus with people. When I was Director General of his campaign, he made me Director General of his campaign council in 2016 when he was doing the run with Ohabonwa. And I accepted it in front of everybody and returned it to him. I told him that I would like him to be the Director General while I remain the Deputy Director General, so that he will show me the ropes. Because before, even when I had political appointment, I was not a politician. I was just an intellectual who tries to do developmental things. But he now gave me my first baptism in politics was going straight to be a director general of a campaign. And when we travel in a bus. As we talk and campaign, we talk in a bus. What do we do in the bus? We keep having meetings. Anything he spots, he will make a comment. People will record it. We will discuss it. In fact, nobody can tell him how any road in Abia is, because he travels and he doesn't use. There's a network that he uses. He has a map of all the roads in Abia North, especially, and he doesn't travel the regular routes that people use. He uses those other routes that ordinary people go with.
Now, but based on the question the last caller made, are you going to do anything as regards to the road?
Of course, that's what I wanted to say, that when we drove on those roads, he saw them. These were some roads that were done in the under PDP, but they got washed away. They had been built, they just got washed away in no time. Okay. So he now has a plan, because in Item right now, there's a 2-kilometer road that was given to him. You know, Abia North is large, and what he can do is limited. So he tried to spread the first round of projects across. We have Uguroba, a difficult road that had not been built, fixed since more than 30 years now. Okay. So we are doing that one and doing Ameke Apango Road. The next one that is coming is this one that will go through my community, connecting Akese. Okay. So that people, because it's the easiest way to go to Enugu. If you are around Ozua Kole or Hafia area, Abreba, Ozuitem, is the easiest way to go to Enugu.
Is it the same one that will link to Ugueke Road that will take all the way to?
No, not that one. Okay. This one will come into Item. Yes. Go to from Okoku Item, comes to Amoku Item, goes to Akanu Item. Okay. From Akanu Item, you go to Okai. From Okai Item, you go to Akese.
Okay. Now let's go to the WhatsApp.
So the road will be done.
All right. On the WhatsApp platform, good morning, Honorable. My name is Emmanuel. May God bless you more. Dr. ORJI is a man I have dreamt of meeting right from the day he came to Gariki when I was 4 years old. Now I'm 24. Please, I truly need his help. I need assistance as I have finished learning work but can't open mine because of financial problem. Please, Honorable, I hope God can use you to reach my distinguished senator to see my plea. I pray my plea will be looked into. This is 2 years I've finished learning work as a clothes designer. Honorable, what can you do?
That's a good one. I think you do it a little later to the distinguished senator, irrespective of where you come from, as long as you in Nigeria. The area, like I say, we keep using what we call the two-pronged approach in touching the lives of people. We have the ORJI KALU Foundation, which is headed by Executive Secretary. So do that, and then we come from the senatorial arm of it. Whichever one, if you are from Abia North, then we use the senatorial arm. If you are not from Abia North, we use the ORJI KALU Foundation. So write to your letter, bring it to FLO FM.
Okay, still on the WhatsApp platform. This one is from Ike Chukwu in Umuahia. Let ORJI set up OUK Foundation to assist Nigerians across board, because he is not only Abia North Senatorial Zone, because it's not Abia North Senatorial Zone alone that will give him vote. He should work with governors, as Tinubu have earned the respect of Southwest governors. Can the same be said to your principal? Let ORJI pay me to advise him on how to go for presidential vote.
Yeah, let me explain something to you. There is a big difference between ORJI KALU and Asiwaju Tinubu. The difference is that ORJI KALU is not particularizing himself to Abia. ORJI KALU is a Nigerian, a true Nigerian. Our OUK, ORJI KALU Foundation, does not touch only Ndabia, does not touch only Ndibo. It touches the facet of Nigeria. The Federal Republic of Nigeria, there is no place you go, you will not hear about ORJI KALU. But if you talk about Tinubu, we can't compare both, because Tinubu is not known in Ozitam. ORJI KALU is known in Ekiti, even the least village where Mike Oni came from.
Okay, briefly.
Yes, go on. As a parting statement, I'd like people to know that being a president is not a matter of being the best brain in the country, being the highest intellectual, having the highest degree or whatever. It is having the ability to coordinate the use of the best and collective knowledge of the people to get something done.
Collective knowledge.
In America in those days, President Reagan was a film actor. What he does is the film we call cowboy films. He came out from the screen to become a president, but because he had intellectuals backing him up, he ended up being one of the best presidents of America. Now, what we want for OUK, as I told you, he's maturing in politics. Seriously, if you come to Abuja, there is no other Igbo man that has the kind of following and the contact and reach that ORJI has. Yes. And it will be a disservice to Ndibo if we fail to give such a man more powers to fight, because it's almost a battle grabbing things for Igbo land.
Okay, now, Honorable, before I take this final call, somebody was asking why, when ORJI came into town, he didn't bother to go and see the governor, at least to, fraternize and all that.
No, I don't think.
No, that movement would not have happened. You saw the crowd.
What we did was, we were supposed to go for mass at Mater Dei Cathedral, where you people, some of the general leaders talk over there. We were supposed to leave the cathedral to head on to the chieftain of APC, Chief BB Apugo. But all those things were shelved out. And you saw we were held at EC Gate for more than 45 minutes. So
and most of that was spontaneous, so he had to just change his strategy.
Okay,
but I want to use this opportunity to thank the committee folks, everybody, the contact and mobilization headed by Dr. Madukwe Iukebu. I want to thank the protocol, Paul Ouche, Honorable Paul Ouche, who headed the protocol. I want to thank my very good friend, Colonel Chilaka, who headed the security. I want to thank the Wars Committee, Mayor Emeka Dule. I want to thank everybody that contributed immensely to that job that I convened, that to welcome ORJI UZOR KALU back to Abia State. I want to use this opportunity to thank all of you, especially Elder Master Guide, Ezekwe James, for whatever you have been doing, praying for ORJI UZOR KALU to come back, for him to be victorious. We thank you very much. I want to thank ORJI UZOR KALU Movement and Foundation in Isquato, headed by Chief Onyabo. Please God continue to bless Chief CJ Dogo, the man, the President General of Nde Itumbuzo. Itumbuzo, you people are relaxing now. We are coming. And I want to thank we are not playing politics again. I want to thank John Mark, the Deputy TC Chairman of Bende Local Government, for hearing what I said, that ORJI UZOR KALU cannot do everything for everybody. And they have done the palliative in fixing the road in Itumbuzo. It was not passable, but it's passable now. So I want to thank all you guys for coming. And
I also want to make sure that Maduka himself is thanked by everybody.
I think people have been doing that.
Because what Maduka has done, holding the fort for all of us, is not easy.
All right, my guests have been the Southeast Media Aide to Dr. ORJI UZOR KALU, Honorable Maduka Okoro. Honorable, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, Ginika. Thank you, Michael, for always taking me off this.
I don't know why you always comment, Mike, when you've not commented.
But you are handling the ship.
You're always biased. Okay, and the Chief Agwo Ojukwu is an erstwhile Chief Economic Advisor to Abia State Government. Thank you so much, Chief, for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
And sincere thanks to our partnering station, that ABN Online Radio and Television, and Vision Africa 104.1 FM.
And soon, Real FM Aba will key in after this COVID.
Thank me now.
I want to thank Ginika Oloha for.
Till next week when we come back on the show, please do stay out of trouble. Good morning.
At FLO 94.9 FM, we've got conducive and well-secured environment for business. High-tech video studio, a state-of-the-art production studio. You can also listen live on www.flow949fm.com and watch our videos on YouTube at FLO FM TV. FLO 94.9 FM, not just radio, but a complete broadcasting house.